Every morning is a new invitation to begin again, a fresh page in the story of your life waiting to be written. The moment you wake up, your mind is like soft clay, ready to be shaped by the first thoughts you feed it. Those early moments are not ordinary. They set the tone for your entire day. The words you tell yourself when you rise can either strengthen you or drain your energy before the day even begins. This is why what you say to yourself in the morning is so powerful. It determines your mindset, your emotional state, your confidence, and even your ability to handle challenges. The human mind is deeply influenced by self-talk. And when that self-talk is nurturing, optimistic, and empowering, it builds inner strength and resilience that can carry you through anything the day throws at you. Starting each morning by telling yourself powerful and positive things can help you live more consciously, stay grounded, and take control of your emotions and actions. When you tell yourself something positive each morning, you're not just saying words, you're setting intentions. You're giving your mind a direction, a sense of focus. You're programming yourself to see possibilities instead of problems, solutions instead of stress. The truth is, most people wake up and immediately fill their minds with anxiety about the day ahead. They think about all the things they have to do, the worries they're carrying, or the regrets they can't shake off. They start the day reacting to life instead of creating it. But when you choose to begin your day with self-empowering thoughts, you're making a conscious decision to take charge of your mindset. You're training your brain to expect good things, to look for opportunities, and to handle difficulties with patience and courage. Imagine waking up every morning and telling yourself that today is a new beginning and you have the power to make it great. That simple thought can completely change the way you experience the next 24 hours. It reminds you that yesterday is gone. It can no longer define you or limit you. No matter what mistakes you've made, no matter what pain you've endured, today is a new chance to grow, to heal, and to try again. When you believe in the power of a new beginning, you start to let go of guilt and regret. You stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on what you can do right now. This mindset gives you hope, and hope is one of the most powerful forces in life. It fuels motivation, gives meaning to effort, and helps you keep moving forward even when things are hard. When you wake up and tell yourself that you have the power to make the day great, you remind yourself that life is not just something that happens to you. You are an active participant in it. You have control over your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude. There will always be things you can't control, either people's behavior, unexpected problems, or circumstances beyond your reach, but you always have the choice to respond with strength, calmness, and purpose. This thought helps you shift from being a victim of life to being its creator. Instead of saying, I hope today goes well, you begin to say, yeah, I will make today go well. That change in attitude transforms how you see everything. Suddenly, obstacles become challenges you can overcome, not reasons to give up. Another powerful thing to tell yourself every morning is that you are enough exactly as you are. So many people start their day feeling inadequate. They look in the mirror and focus on what they dislike about themselves, their flaws, their insecurities, their perceived failure. They compare their lives to others and feel they're falling behind. But when you begin your morning by affirming that you are enough, you remind yourself that your worth does not depend on what you achieve, how you look, or what others think. It comes from simply being you. You are a work in progress, constantly growing, learning, and evolving. And that is enough. This self-acceptance does not mean you stop striving for improvement. It means you stop hating yourself while you're improving. Telling yourself that you are enough helps silence that inner critic that constantly tells you you're not smart enough, successful enough, or attractive enough. It helps you approach the day with confidence instead of fear. When you feel secure in who you are, you stop chasing validation from others. You begin to act from a place of authenticity rather than desperation. You stop comparing your journey to someone else's because you understand that everyone's path is different. This mindset brings a deep sense of respect. It allows you to show up in the world with kindness and patience, both for yourself and others. You start handling mistakes more gracefully and viewing them as opportunities to learn instead of proof of failure. When you wake up and tell yourself that you are enough, you also set a tone of gratitude for the day. You start noticing the good things instead of only what's missing. You begin to appreciate your abilities, your relationships, and the simple moments of life. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, reminding you that you already have so much to be thankful for. This feeling of contentment gives you the strength to pursue your goals without feeling that you're lacking something essential. It builds emotional resilience and makes life's challenges feel more manageable. The third powerful thing to tell yourself every morning is that no matter what happens today, you will handle it with grace and strength. This thought is about trust, trusting yourself and trusting life. It's about reminding yourself that you have overcome hard days before and you can do it again. Life is unpredictable. There will always be challenges, disappointments, or unexpected turns. You can't control everything that happens, but you can control how you respond. Schond. When you begin your day with the belief that you can handle anything, you face challenges with courage instead of panic. You approach the unknown with curiosity rather than fear. You realize that problems are not the end of the road. They are lessons that make you wiser and stronger. Telling yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way also builds emotional stability. It helps you stay calm in the face of stress and uncertainty. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting fear dictate your actions, you learn to pause, breathe, and respond thoughtfully. This mindset doesn't eliminate problems, but it makes them easier to navigate. It gives you inner balance, a sense of peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. When you know that you are strong enough to face whatever the day brings, you move through life with quiet confidence. You stop fearing the future because you know that, no matter what, you'll find a way through it. This daily self-talk becomes a habit of resilience. Over time, these morning affirmations reshape the way you think and feel. They reprogram your subconscious mind to focus on strength, self-worth, and positivity. The more you repeat them, the more natural they become. Eventually, they stop being just words and turn into beliefs that guide your actions and decisions. You begin to live with purpose, joy, and calmness. You start noticing how your days unfold more smoothly, how you react to problems with patience, and how you feel more grounded even when life gets chaotic. The beauty of these morning thoughts lies in their simplicity. You don't need a long ritual or complicated routine, just a few moments of mindfulness and sincerity. You can repeat them while brushing your teeth, drinking your coffee, or looking out the window. The key is to feel the truth behind the words. When you say, today is a new beginning, truly believe it. When you say, I am enough, let that truth sink deep into your heart. When you say, I can handle whatever comes, let your past victories remind you of your strength. Starting your day this way is not about ignoring reality or pretending that life is always perfect. It's about choosing to see the light even when things are dark. It's about giving yourself the mental and emotional tools to face life with hope and dignity. It's about treating yourself with kindness and respect, because how you speak to yourself matters more than anything else. Every morning you have a choice: to feed your fears or to feed your faith. And when you choose faith, faith in yourself, in your resilience, and in the possibility of a better day, you create a life filled with purpose, strength, and peace. Each morning is a quiet promise that life is still full of potential. By telling yourself these powerful truths, you remind your soul that you are capable, worthy, and ready to create something beautiful out of each day. Over time, this daily habit doesn't just change your mornings. It changes your entire life. 1. Morning self-talk shapes your mindset for the day. The way you talk to yourself in the morning is like setting the operating system for your mind. Those first few minutes after you wake up are some of the most powerful moments of the day because your subconscious mind is still open and impressionable. The thoughts you choose to focus on, positive or negative, will ripple through everything you do. If you start your morning with worry, doubt, or frustration, that energy follows you into your conversations, decisions, and reactions. On the other hand, if you begin your day with empowering, optimistic self-talk, you create a sense of calm, confidence, and control. Self-talk is not just about repeating feel-good phrases. It's about shaping your inner narrative. Every day, your mind processes thousands of thoughts, and those thoughts become the lens through which you see your life. By consciously choosing to speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and belief, you take charge of that lens. Instead of thinking, I can't handle this, you start saying, I'll find a way. Instead of, this is too hard, you say, this is challenging, but I'm capable. These small shifts may seem simple, but they have a profound effect on your emotional state. When you wake up and immediately tell yourself positive things, like I'm grateful for this new day, or I'm ready to do my best, you activate your brain's reward and motivation systems. Studies in neuroscience show that positive affirmations can lower stress hormones, improve focus, and increase problem-solving ability. Essentially, what you tell yourself first thing in the morning sets the vibration for the rest of your day. It's like tuning an instrument. If you start off tuned to positivity, everything that follows sounds harmonious. Over time, practicing positive self-talk rewires your brain. You begin to respond differently to challenges, setbacks, and even negative people. Instead of reacting impulsively, you start acting intentionally. Morning self-talk becomes a form of mental training, a daily exercise that builds inner resilience. You learn to filter out negativity and focus on progress. In the long run, this habit doesn't just improve your mornings, it transforms your life from the inside out. 2. Each day is a new beginning. Every sunrise brings a reminder that no matter what happened yesterday, you get another chance today. This mindset is deeply freeing. Many people carry the weight of their past into every new day, regrets, mistakes, guilt, or disappointments. These heavy emotions cloud their present and make it hard to move forward. But when you tell yourself each morning that today is a new beginning, you release yourself from that burden. You stop punishing yourself for what you can't change and focus instead on what you can create. This perspective helps you live in the present moment. You start to understand that life is not about perfection, but about progress. Each day gives you new opportunities to make better choices, to grow, to forgive, and to start again. Even if yesterday was filled with failure or pain, today holds the possibility of healing and improvement. That simple truth can renew your energy and optimism. Telling yourself that each day is a new beginning also builds emotional resilience. It helps you bounce back faster from setbacks because you know that no bad moment lasts forever. You become more hopeful, less fearful, and more open to change. You begin to view challenges as lessons rather than punishments. It shifts your mindset from dwelling on what went wrong to focusing on what you can do right now. This idea also strengthens gratitude. When you see each day as a gift, you stop taking life for granted. You begin to appreciate simple things, the morning air, the chance to connect with people, the ability to try again. Gratitude creates peace and reduces anxiety because it pulls your attention away from what's missing and focuses it on what's present. So every morning, when you remind yourself that this is a new day, you're not just repeating a phrase, you're declaring freedom from your past and hope for your future. 3. You are enough, as you are one of the most important things you can tell yourself every morning is that you are enough. In a world that constantly tells you to do more, have more, and be more, this affirmation is an act of self-compassion. It reminds you that your worth is not defined by your achievements, possessions, appearance, or other people's approval. You are valuable simply because you exist. Many people wake up feeling inadequate. They immediately think of what they haven't accomplished, what they dislike about themselves, or how they compare to others. This constant mental criticism can destroy confidence and lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and exhaustion. But when you begin your morning by affirming your worth, you create a foundation of self-respect and peace. You tell yourself that you are a work in progress, and that's okay. You don't need to be perfect to deserve love, happiness, or success. Believing that you are enough also helps you make healthier decisions. When you feel secure in who you are, you stop seeking validation from others. You stop overworking just to prove your value or tolerating toxic situations just to feel accepted. You begin to act from authenticity instead of fear. This gives your life a quiet strength, a confidence that doesn't need to shout. Moreover, this affirmation encourages patience and self-kindness. You start to treat yourself the way you treat a loved one, with understanding and compassion. You stop criticizing yourself for every mistake and start learning from them instead. This gentle approach to self-growth makes you emotionally stronger. You realize that you can love yourself and still strive to improve, that self-acceptance and self-improvement can coexist. Fourth, when you tell yourself every morning that you are enough, you build a foundation for mental peace and long-term happiness. 4, you can handle whatever the day brings. Life is unpredictable. Some days are smooth and joyful, while others test every ounce of your patience and strength. The key to thriving is not controlling everything, but trusting yourself to handle whatever comes. When you wake up and tell yourself, I can handle whatever the day brings, you empower your mind to stay calm, confident, and grounded no matter what happens. This affirmation builds inner strength and resilience. It reminds you that you've survived every difficult day so far, and you can do it again. It turns fear into faith, faith in your ability to adapt, to think clearly, and to overcome challenges. Instead of waking up anxious about what could go wrong, you start your day prepared to face it all with courage. This mindset also promotes emotional balance. When problems arise, instead of reacting with panic or anger, you pause, breathe, and respond thoughtfully. You understand that every challenge has a solution, and even if things don't go your way, you can still learn and grow. This steady confidence keeps you focused and calm under pressure. Over time, this belief strengthens mental resilience. It helps you develop emotional maturity, the ability to stay centered when life feels uncertain. You begin to trust that difficulties don't break you, they shape you. You stop fearing the future because you know that no matter what happens, you'll find a way to handle it with grace. When you start your mornings with this reminder, you cultivate unshakable confidence that guides you through life's ups and downs. 5. Consistent positive affirmations transform your life. The real power of morning affirmations comes with consistency. Saying something positive once can lift your mood for a moment, but repeating empowering truths every day can reprogram your mind entirely. 4. The human brain thrives on repetition. It learns through patterns. When you feed it the same positive thoughts daily, those thoughts start to become your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your actions, emotions, and results. At first, affirmations may feel strange or forced, but as you continue, they begin to sink into your subconscious mind. You start to naturally think, feel, and act in alignment with those messages. If you repeatedly tell yourself, I am enough, I can handle this, and today is a new beginning, your mind begins to operate from a place of confidence, calm, and hope instead of fear and doubt. Consistency in self-talk also creates long-term emotional stability. It helps you maintain a positive outlook even in tough times. You start noticing more opportunities, connecting better with others, and feeling more in control of your emotions. Over time, this daily habit can shift your entire life, from being reactive to being intentional, from being stressed to being centered. These simple morning reminders are more than just motivational words. They are mental habits that build emotional strength, self-belief, and inner peace. When practiced daily, they don't just change your mornings, they change the way you live, work, and see yourself. Each day becomes an opportunity not just to exist, but to grow, to create, and to thrive.